At the end of the day, it's all about freedom.
When did Donald Trump say anything in line with white supremacy? When did Kellyanne Conway say anything in line? Okay, well, here's what they did say, right? Here's what they did say constantly. They said the media, here's what Trump said. He said the media are liars. They're the most dishonest people on the planet. And then he'd point to them and say they're all a bunch of liars. He'd say that that the wars were a waste, that we spent trillions. He said the political class is responsible for all the jobs leaving America. The political class is responsible for this crappy economy. All they do is have he said they're the reason why we're being flooded by immigrants, why we're fighting endless wars, and why you're losing your jobs. That's what he said. And he said the media's a whole bunch of liars who aren't telling you what's happening. And you had the candidate who was favored by the media. And America voted against them because they kind of hate the media. So, I mean, to have that happen and your reaction, I mean, what a lack of humility to take this loss and the only thing you come up on the other end was, oh, yeah, well, if you want to win by going with white supremacy, then fine, you can do that. And then, of course, she repeats this nonsense lie, which I love that Kellyanne Conway just corrects her. She goes, I'd rather lose than win that way. Let me get this straight. You're all about democracy, right? Like, this is the way we're allowed to work. But you can't, I don't even know what this means, but you can't give them a platform. So she's not saying you are white supremacist, but you give them a platform. Oh, you want to win that way. Oh, you want to talk to those people. So the idea of democracy in the Clintonian sense is that, so we have an election, you know, certain people vote, but you don't talk to the irredeemable people over here. You talk to, if you give those people a platform, well, then of course you can win, but you're winning by playing to the white supremacists. So this is their attitude. That side is so evil that they're all just painted with this brush of, you're white supremacists, go away.
Yeah, and I think the tactic is to just keep repeating that, because then it kind of becomes, you know, kind of real, I guess, like quote unquote real to the people that are more prone to believe what they're saying. Clinton supporters, leftists, Sanders supporters, whoever. So yeah, I mean, there's what's that famous quote? The longer you keep repeating something, the more real it becomes. It really is that, because that's all they have. So and you know, they're claiming that they won because of white supremacy. Well, they lost because of ideological supremacy. You know, they're poisoned minds, their warped view on the world, and they're pushing this kind of terrible ideology. People are like, no. We're sick of that. We don't want to be forced onto this belief system that you guys have created.
Donald Trump, I mean, to say he won because of white supremacy, I mean, Donald Trump got like maybe 14 votes off white supremacy. Like, get out of here, dude. Look, you could say something about like American supremacy, like, but since when is using patriotism or nationalism, like, if that got you disqualified, I think pretty much every president ever would be in trouble. So I don't know what they can really, criticize him on that end. But it's just so obvious. This is the thing where I just think there's a real disconnect on the left. They really are. They're in a bubble, and it's Donald Trump. I'm not saying I'm an expert or I understand the Trump voters' mindset completely, but he clearly won because he was the only one who actually railed against our immigration policy, our trade policy, and these wars. He railed against them. These things are very unpopular. And Hillary Clinton was seen as standing for all those things. Again, on top of that, you're also like, I mean, you just had a candidate. What a horrible candidate. You know, it's again, as I keep saying, there's this disconnect on the left, but this is what is really like the significance to me of this moment. Yeah. It's that you sit there and you see